Alright, so it's my second video back, and today's been a long day, so I'm probably gonna go to bed here soon, but I wanted to make a video before I did because I wanted to tell you guys about my day. So, basically today I went out on the boat, and I went spearfishing with the spear gun I got, like 4 days ago. It's about $400, somewhere around there. But basically, for those of you who follow me on Instagram, I speared a pretty big fish with it. It's a cobia. It was about 85, 90 pounds, something like that. So it's definitely over 80 pounds. Now you can go check out the pictures of it. There's probably gonna be some in this video, but you can go check out the pictures of it on my Instagram at Christian. And it's weird. I mean, if you can find it, that's great, but I'm not gonna try and edit this video too much. But anyway, I'm gonna tell you about the story of it, kind of like trying not to like exaggerate it too much, but basically me and my dad were out on the boat, and we were finding these patches of weed, like weed patches, like out on the water, because there's a lot of weeds here in Florida right now. And the first one that we were at, we went to 3 weed patches. So the first one we were at, I got in the water, and we were looking for mahis. And if you don't know, that's like this really colorful fish. Yeah, it's a beautiful fish. But I caught one, and then I got in the water, and I speared another mahi. And then we went to the second weed patch there, and I went in the water, and there was literally nothing. There was nothing in the water at all. So that kind of sucked. So we decided we were gonna try and get one more weed patch in before we went in, because we were like 15-20 miles out, so it was getting pretty rough out there. So we went to this third weed patch here, and I didn't see anything but these like little fish, or like this big. And I was like kind of like wondering if I should spear one, because I was like, I mean, I have nothing better to do. But then out of the corner of my eye, I saw this big tail. Like it was like good 12-inch tail. I mean, maybe it's over exaggerated. I mean, if you stretch it out all the way, it's like a 1-foot tail, and it was huge. But I only saw like at the other corner of my eye, so I was like, you know, maybe it was a fish, maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was just like some weeds that I saw, or whatever. But I swam over there as fast as I could, because you gotta think about it. If we're out in the Gulf of Mexico, there could be some sharks, so there was a little bit of a risk of me swimming over to it pretty fast, because I could be swimming right into a shark. But luckily it wasn't. But I didn't actually get to see the fish, and I wish because my brother's in Denmark right now, and he has my GoPro. He's actually on a diving trip right now, but he has my GoPro, and I would have worn it today, but I couldn't, because I don't have it right now. But yeah, I wish you guys could have seen it. It was so cool. So I was just aiming at these little fish here with my spear gun. My spear gun's like 48 inches, so it was like, it's meant for bigger fish, obviously. So I was just aiming like at these little fish here. I wasn't gonna shoot any of them. But then I looked to the right, I looked to the right of me. So like, let's say like the little fish were over here. I look right there. About 10 feet away from me was this huge like fish. And I got so scared, because if any of you guys know what a remora is? A remora is those little fish that stick onto sharks. So I thought it was that at first, but then I saw it didn't have like a sucker thing on the top. So I was like, okay, this isn't a remora. And it was swimming with the head was like this big, and it was swimming with the mouth open toward me. So I got pretty, like, it was like a jump scare, because I thought it was a shark. But then I looked at it, and cobias, they had like these little spikes on like their back, kind of like the individual spikes, not like you'd see on a regular fish with like a big fin. They have like these little spikes on the back, and I saw those, and I was like, oh my god. So now I had to make the decision, because cobias, they had to be 36 inches for you to keep, and this one was well over that. I mean, it was like 50. I mean, it was actually no, it was we actually measured it. It was 60 inches, so it was about 5 feet. I think that's 5 feet. It was about 60 inches, which means it's about around 80 pounds. It was too big to weigh because we don't have a scale that could weigh that. Because I literally couldn't lift it. Because those fish are like so slimy, it's hard to lift. But anyway, let me tell you about the story. So I was in the water and I looked right at it, and it was swimming toward me. But then I think it didn't get like scared, like it didn't, because if it got scared, it would have like swim away quickly. And I wouldn't be able to spear it. But it like took a like. It like went, so it was swimming at me like that, went down, and then I speared it right in like the back of like the head. So usually that would be an insta kill for a fish, but I didn't spear it right in the head. I shot it kind of like behind the head. You might be able to see it in the picture, like in the pictures that I might show in the video if I can edit those in. But it was super cool because I mean I had it because the spear gun there has like a little rope it shoots out. It's about I think my best guess would be like 8 feet. My rope there, 5 to 8 feet, and so the fish obviously began like fighting, but as soon as I got it in the head, I was so lucky I got it in the head, because if I didn't get it in the head, I probably would have lost my spear gun, and that would have been a bummer. But I held on to it, and I actually got pulled underwater for about 2 seconds, and then I managed to pull it up because I had my fins on, so I could easily swim. So I pulled myself up, I spit my snorkel out, and I called for my dad, who was in the boat about like 20 feet away, and I yelled help, well, because there's nothing else like to really yell, but I yelled help at him, and he came over fast, and there's like a gaff. But first, I had to give him the spear gun because I was like, I was not losing this fish. So I gave him the spear gun, and I took the spear. I was trying to like hold the spear as tight as I could so the fish couldn't move while he was getting the gaff. So the gaff is like this big rod kind of thing, but it has a hook at the end, and it is used to like just basically stab the fish and then pull him up in the boat. But he got the fish, but it was too big for him to lift up. So I had to get up in the boat, take all my stuff off, my fins, I had to put my gun away, or my spear gun. Take my goggles off, and I had to get these gloves on, like these pelagic gloves. It's meant for like fishing and stuff. But I had to get these gloves on, and I had to actually put my like hands in like the gills there and like pull it up, like walk backwards, and while I was pulling it up, while we were both pulling it up, and then we finally got it in the boat, and then it was a long trip back in. Like it was a long trip because we had to go 20 miles back in at 30 miles per hour, so that's like almost an hour. Like it was like 30-40 minutes, but it was a very good day. And then me and my dad filleted it once we got home. So that was it for today's video. We're going fishing tomorrow again, and right now it's like, I don't know, I think it's like 9 something o'clock. So we're going fishing tomorrow again, and I'll try and take some more videos this time. Even though I don't have my GoPro, I'll try and take some videos on my phone, but I will try and show some pictures in the video. So